New Delhi. A major controversy has erupted over the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, NEET, and Gujarat board examinations, stirring unrest in the education sector. Parents have raised a strong demand to extend the NEET registration deadline by at least 1 week, warning that if their demand is not met, they will be forced to approach the High Court. The reasoning behind this demand is that extending the registration period would provide their children with sufficient time to prepare for both the 10th and 12th board exams as well as NEET, easing the burden of managing both simultaneously. The online registration process for NEET 2025 began on February 7th and concluded on March 7, 2025. However, during this period, the Gujarat board exams for classes 10 and 12 were also underway, causing many students to miss the NEET registration deadline. Parents argue that the overlapping schedules of the board exams and NEET registration created significant challenges for their children. On one hand, students were under pressure to prepare for their board exams, while on the other, they had to scramble to gather the necessary documents for NEET registration. This dual pressure left both students and their parents in a difficult situation. Adding to the woes, NEET made several certificates and eligibility documents mandatory for registration this year, which were previously optional. Parents have pointed out that the process of obtaining these documents is extremely complicated and time-consuming. Many students were unable to secure their certificates on time, resulting in their inability to complete the registration process and missing out on the opportunity to appear for this crucial exam. Parents have also expressed frustration over the lack of clear guidelines from the NEET administration in advance, which left students struggling to arrange the required documents at the last minute. The parents are demanding that the NEET registration deadline be extended by at least 1 week to allow students to complete the process, including addressing any technical issues with form submission. They argue that this extension would not only provide relief to students who miss the deadline, but also help secure their future. Parents further emphasize that NEET is the sole gateway for admission to medical and dental courses, and if their children miss this opportunity, their entire career could be at stake. Issuing a stern warning, parents have stated that if their demand is ignored, they will take the matter to the High Court. They assert that this is a question of their children's future, and such negligence cannot be tolerated under any circumstances. They also argue that if timely action is not taken, the issue could escalate into a legal battle, which would not only tarnish the reputation of the NEET administration, but also plunge the future of countless students into uncertainty. The NEET, National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, is scheduled to be conducted on May 4, 2025, and is considered the most significant examination for admission to medical and dental courses across the country. It remains to be seen whether the NEET administration will heed the legitimate demands of the parents. If the deadline is not extended, the matter could get entangled in legal proceedings, potentially impacting not just the students but the entire education system. Parents and students are anxiously awaiting the decision, as it directly concerns their dreams, hard work, and future prospects.